I think that Del Toro's Frankenstein retains the spirit and the central themes of Mary Shelley's novel, but it does not tell the same story. Where Shelley's book explores ambition, emotion, spirituality, and the intellectual culture of the 19th century, Del Toro's is more of a straightforward cautionary tale. One key theme in the original novel, which was published in 1818, was the question of what happens when science goes too far. And this was especially relevant at that time because it was just after the intellectual enlightenment and just as the Industrial Revolution was picking up steam. But Mary Shelley's Frankenstein isn't just a parable about man meddling where he's not supposed to. Ultimately, it's a very complex and inconclusive narrative, which is one of the defining features of Gothic fiction. It's a book which offers no answers, only questions. There's no simplified morality. Shelley's moral greyness is difficult to translate to screen. Neither Frankenstein nor his monster are outrightly bad or outrightly good. On one hand, Frankenstein is a monstrously irresponsible creator. He gets caught up in his act of creating and kind of ends up where he doesn't mean to go. The monster has the human capacity for emotion, which makes him like a man, but that capacity is both good and bad. He can be incredibly vindictive. We also sympathize with him. Now, turning to Del Toro's film, what it does exceptionally well is it is a sublime sensory experience. There is a kind of mishmash of all different aesthetics, from Gothic 18th century, 19th century Victorian, 20th century sci-fi. These sweeping mise-en-scene set pieces are not part of the book. In fact, in the book, the creation sequence takes place over like 1 to 2 sentences. I mean, blink and you'll miss it. In his exuberant aesthetic, Del Toro has captured the core of romantic Gothic fiction, which is about producing in the reader an ambivalent feeling, which is something between awe and terror, and that was known in the period as the sublime experience. That's what it's all about. However, I do wonder if there's an element of style over substance. In the movie, I got the sense that the monster was outrightly good, and that Victor Frankenstein, his creator, was, by contrast, vindictive, childish, not at all easy to sympathize with. Ultimately, though, I do not think that an adaptation needs to be exactly like the original source. I think this is very much Del Toro's interpretation of Frankenstein. It's modern, it's beautiful, and anything which gets people interested in the Gothic, I'm all about it. If you want to read my more detailed thoughts on this, please check out my Substack, The Culture Dump. It's linked in bio.